CH Morning Live, it's 8:23. Well, Canada is, of course, very well known for being the home of many top models in the world. And joining me now is Ryan Taylor, a student at Burlington's Notre Dame High School. You're at school right now, but you're getting ready to go on your next big shoot.
Yes, I am.
You got a call you're going to Barcelona?
Yeah, last night I was eating dinner and my agent called me and...
like every 16-year-old says that, right? I was eating dinner and my agent called.
Yeah, so he calls, he's just like, tomorrow you're going to Barcelona, you'll be back on Thursday, you got to shoot for Details magazine, you're going. I'm just like, okay, well,
wow.
That sounds fun.
And that's kind of been your life for what, the last year and a half, 2 years?
Yeah, around a year. I started full-time around last March.
Okay, and how did you kind of get discovered?
My mom wanted a family portrait done for us, and the photographer who did that suggested I go to some agencies, and then eventually it just kept going, and I got hooked up with IMG in New York,
right?
And then Success in Paris, and Why Not in Milan, and it just took off from there. It's been great.
That is so cool. Were you kind of astounded at how, I mean, because you've got that look, you've got the high cheekbones, and did you know you kind of had the look before?
No. Before that, I didn't know. I wasn't even thinking about it. Yeah, just a kid playing football, going to school. Never thought about it.
And now you're one of the top male models?
Yeah, it's been good. For my age group, yeah, it's a great experience.
Okay, we're going to show some shots here. So just tell us briefly, if you can remember, which shows these are from or what clothing lines these are from.
Right there, that's Jill Sanders for the shirt, and that was for a German magazine. And that is from the same magazine. I think it's the same designer. That right there, I think, is Marc Jacobs.
Okay.
That is for 10 magazine, and I'm wearing Miu Miu. That is also for 10 magazine, and I can't really tell, it's kind of dark what I'm wearing. That's as well from the same shoot, 10 magazine as well.
Okay.
That's Costume National, fashion show in Milan.
Okay, these are some runway shots then.
Yeah, that's the same show. That was Alexander McQueen.
You got your scuba gear on there, it looks like, right? Now tell me what it's like. That's a nice suit. I like that suit, actually.
Yeah, that was a fun show.
And you actually get to keep some of the clothes?
Some of it, yeah. You just ask people and they say, yeah, take a little bit here and there, but you're not supposed to, technically.
Right, okay. So tell me what it's like then for a runway shoot. What would your typical day be like for a runway shoot?
For a one-way show, you normally get there 2 to 3 hours before. You do hair and makeup. Then you normally just mingle. You eat some food, hang out with the other models, talk, and then around 15 to 20 minutes before the show starts, you get dressed. Then they just start pulling you out and you go do the show. It's pretty straightforward. You just walk on the runway and come back. Right,
and you're kind of encouraged to eat, right? Because male models, it's that difference between female models, where female models encouraged to be very thin. Male models, you can't afford, you don't want to be overweight.
Yeah, but you can eat without having to worry about it. Unless you start putting on the pounds, of course.
Yeah, and then you're going to lose the contracts. But what about the magazine shoots or the ad campaigns? I can imagine that's going to take a little bit more time with prep and all that kind of stuff.
Well, yeah, you normally get there. They do hair and makeup as well, but the shoots, depending on how many pictures they want to take, will possibly take a full day. They might take 6 hours, you know. I've had ones that are 3 to 4 days long. Wow. It depends on how many pictures they want.
Right, and you were telling me before we went on that, you know, you've been to all these cool places in the world, but you haven't really got to enjoy them. It's kind of off the plane into the studio or the...
I've been to Paris like 3, 4, 5 times, never been up the Eiffel Tower, never been to the Louvre, never seen anything.
But I guess with all the money from experience. Now, do you see yourself doing this for so many years down the road?
I can see myself doing this for a couple of years, but it's not something I want to do for the rest of my life. I want to try some other opportunities and see.
What do you want to do?
I'm not 100% sure. That's why I'm happy this came along. It gives me a chance to bide my time and see what's going to happen.
You got plenty of time out there. Very cool. And you're still a normal kid back at school, right? At Burlington's
normal kid, just going to school, having a good time.
Okay, we're glad you checked in with us this morning on CH Morning Live. Thanks so much, Ryan Taylor from Burlington. We're going to be back with more news at 8:30. Stay with us.